Hey folks, Dan Frio here with your closing bell for September 30th, 2024. So we saw mortgage rates inch up just a tad today. They're going to go much higher. How do I know? Well, I know based on the bond market. So we're going to talk about that briefly, how the market was affected by who today? Federal Chairman Powell. He came out and went into the basically mainstream media and said something that we really didn't need him to say today. What was it? Well, let's get to it. So right now, here's what we're having. The broad markets are just taking a bath right now. You can see nothing but green all the way across there. If you go into cryptocurrencies, it's in the green. And the one thing we don't want, or it's in the red, the one thing we don't want, or we do want in the red, is oil, and it is in the green. So it's not a good start to a week, folks. What happened? Right through here, Federal Chairman Powell had to open his mouth and say we're not going to be as aggressive in future rate cuts as we were, and the markets didn't like that news. So the market's tumbling based on that information, but the good news is they're still cutting. Okay, he didn't make any recommendations that they weren't going to cut. Actually, the good news is, well, let's go over to the CME FedWatch tool and figure out where we're going to be maybe like a year from now. Okay, so here's why I want to say this. The markets can be really volatile day by day, even week by week. But we need to focus in on, where are we going to be next month, next quarter, next year? And that's what we're going to start trying to focus in on. We also created a tool to help you guys pick the interest rate you want. Yes, I said, what interest rate do you want when you're looking to refinance? So if there's a specific rate you want us to reach out to you when that rate hits there, I got some good information for you on that. We just created a tool for you to register your information there. And then as soon as that rate hits those trigger points, we'll be reaching out to you immediately. And then today at the latter part of this video, I want to talk about China. China's stimulus and how maybe we can capitalize on that in some investments. So, but without further ado, let's check and see what's going on with real estate today. So again, mortgage rates are going up right through here. Federal Chairman Powell, he came in and kind of shocked in all the market, saying that they're not going to reduce rates as aggressively as they were. But the good news is right through here, they continue to cut. Well, at least the CME FedWatch tool is telling us. Though what the CME FedWatch tool is basically the Chicago Mercantile Exchange put this together, and they're helping us understand where the Federal Reserve is going to go at the next meeting, the next couple meetings, and even where they're going to be next year. Okay, so here's where it is. Okay, what you have to understand when you're looking at this chart is where the current federal funds rate sits right now. So that rate sits at 4.75 to 5.5. So if you're looking across the top here, you're probably saying, Dan, where is it? Well, exactly. They took it off because we know they're going to cut at the next meeting. So the next meeting, there is now a 60+% chance they're going to cut rates by 25 basis points. And that was what shocked the markets. But the good news is, look down where we're supposed to be next year at this time. Okay, they've pushed a lot of this out till next year, and I kind of see that because it's going to be data dependent. But they're saying next year at this time, the federal funds rate is going to be 3% to 3.25%. So a huge drop from where we are today. So we're going to continue to watch this and monitor rates on a daily basis to help you guys choose the entry point on when you can refinance. Yeah, I'm talking to you guys out there that have homes and bought that house. Are you looking to refinance at some point? What rate would you like to be contacted at when the rate hits that? Well, it's right through here. We just created a tool, and I put the link right down below. We're going to call it the Rate Tracker. Right now, we created it. It's called the RateWatch. We're in the process of changing that. I like Rate Tracker better. But you're going to be able to provide us your information. Now, it's not things like your Social Security number and stuff like that. It's going to give us your mortgage balance, your interest rate, and your address. We're going to monitor, so when that rate hits exactly the rate that you're looking for, we're going to reach out to you right at that point. So check out the RateWatch or the Rate Tracker, and I'll have that in the description down below. We just included that in, and I'll be adding that to our website as of this week as well. So that's the news right now on the home front when it comes to real estate. And if you need my assistance, I'd love to help you. It doesn't matter where you live, as long as you live in the United States or Puerto Rico, I can help you. Why? I work at ServBank. I'm licensed all over the country as well as Puerto Rico. So if you're looking for a mortgage to buy that first house, maybe buy that first investment property or refinance, please reach out to me. I'd love to help you. So go to therateupdate.com to find that. Now, we're going to talk China. Why am I looking at China? Well, this intrigued me. when they came out and said China is pumping out a $114 billion stimulus package, I'm like, okay, that money's going to be used for infrastructure, a bunch of other things, and it's also going to help their economy just spend money. So how can we capitalize in on this? So I started using ChatGPT to help me analyze this market, and I'm going to show you exactly what I did. Okay, so right over here, they're saying it's they stimulated the economy just last week by $114 billion. How can we use that to help us? Well, what I did is I went to ChatGPT and I started plugging in a bunch of information. Let me see if I can scroll to the top and let you guys know what I did. So here's what I did. I said, give me the top 10 ETFs where I can invest in China. So it gives me all this data. And I'm like, okay, interesting. What are the returns on these over time? What are the expense factors on these over time? And I narrowed all that information down to 2 different ETFs, okay? Those two different ETFs are right over here, okay? They are the KALL and then GXC. GXC is basically the spider fund, the top, like the S&P 500 that we have here in the United States. Well, the GXC is basically China's spider fund, okay? And that's what I'm electing to put my next batch of funds into, okay? So I did a whole bunch of research, and I like I said, I broke it down to earnings per share, this, that. So if you want to look at how this reads, especially if you go to Yahoo Finance, plug in the ticker symbol, and you can find it right through here. The ticker symbol on this one is GX. Where did I put it? I just had it up on the screen. GXC. Okay, so you're going to plug that symbol in here, and here's the information it's going to give you. And we're going to start analyzing this data, not in this video, but in the coming weeks, we're going to start analyzing this to go over what all this stuff means to you. But right now, I just want to give you 2 pieces of the puzzle. One, what is the PE ratio? The PE ratio is 10.36. Okay, what is the average PE ratio in the S&P 500 in the U.S.? Well, if you go over here, it's 28%. So this is basically telling me this is much cheaper than the U.S. version of this. Now, what is the dividend yield? Does it pay me any yield at all? Well, it's actually a 2.6 yield. So I'm going to make 2.6% on my money, even if this thing does nothing. Well, I'm not expecting it to do nothing because the rate of return so far this year is 34%, and you had a huge jump in it just within the last week or so when that stimulus package was announced. So this is where I just added this to our fund watch right through here, and every Friday we're going to go over these and let you know how our portfolio is doing. So if you have other funds that you want me to look into or other investment strategies, please put them down in the description down below. Also, let me know if you want us to name our rate tracker, if you want it called the rate tracker or RateWatch. So if you would put that down below as well. So that's my report for today, guys. I know it was a doozy, but I'm trying to help you, educate you guys on real estate and also other investments and just learning those as we go along. So join me on this path of wealth management, and I'll helpfully take that ride with you and help educate you with everything I know about the markets. So thanks for watching, folks. If you find value in my videos, all I ask you to do is give us a thumbs up and subscribe right over there. Thanks so much, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. God bless. Have a fantastic evening. Bye-bye.